Greetings from the library cave. I am Aspen Dracaena, your friendly neighborhood Ice Dragon Bookwyrm VTuber. It has been an interesting day. You know that ancient Chinese saying, may you live in interesting times? I'm kind of tired of living in interesting times. Can I not live in interesting times, please? I'd really like that. It would make my life a lot easier. And I think I would be a lot more healthy and relaxed. It would be really nice. Um, so I do want to say that again, like I mentioned in my stream schedule, I will be keeping my streams on the short side. Partially because I can definitely tell my health is not at its best right now. But I still want to stream. I feel like with all the craziness that happened last month in my life, that I feel badly that I haven't been able to stream as consistently. And, I want to at least do something. Plus, I do really like spending time with you guys. And I do really enjoy being able to hang out and play games and have fun. But I do have to take care of my health too. So, that said, sorry, I was just checking something. That said, I did something super scary today. So I posted a little bit on Blue Sky. But, so my boss, sometimes she's a little weird. The dragon doctor at the dragon doctor's office. And I know she's trying to save money. And I know she is, a lot of times when the economy is bad, people will stop doing things for their health. Sometimes, like they might just, if they're in pain, they might just take a Tylenol because it's cheaper, even though they really should be getting health care. And, it's a little bit of a worry, but what that means for us as a doctor's office is we have less patients coming in. And that's a concern because, the reality is we need patients to come in order to make a living. And, my boss is trying to be frugal, and I get that, but sometimes she's too frugal. Sometimes she penny pinches. So she looked at my timesheet the other day and how I recorded my lunch breaks. And she told me that I was not reporting my lunch breaks correctly. So technically the lunch break is 12:30 to 2:30. We get 2 hours. However, that's not what really happens. What happens is she has patients who like the last appointment she'll take is 12:15, and we always run over. And because it's my job to assist with the patients as well as run the front desk, I often have to work over that time. So usually by the time I get my lunch, it's 12:45 or 1 o'clock. So that takes out about 15 minutes to half an hour. So that shortens my lunch break to an hour and a half. And then my boss told me she wants me to be back in the office 10 to 15 minutes before the patients arrive. That counts as work hours because she wants me to be there early. If she requests me to end my lunch early, then that means that's my work hours. So in the 2.5 hours that I'm supposed to take a lunch break, usually I'm only able to get an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half of off for my lunch break because I have to work into the lunch break. Sometimes I can't get the paperwork done I need to do for the front desk unless I work into the lunch break. And because she is constantly asking me for help with the patients, that also bleeds into it. So she was like, if you have your lunch, then that's your lunch break, even if you're working. And that's illegal. Your boss, and I'm telling you all this so you know, this is important for everybody who works in the U.S. It is illegal for your boss to dock your pay if you eat your lunch while you're working. It is illegal. You can see it on the OSHA education website. This is a very well-known law. Let me find what it's called. I believe it is called the, I can find it. Hang on. It is called the Fair Labor Standards Act. So your boss can't dock your pay if you're eating lunch while you're working. So she wanted to dock my pay for eating lunch while I was working. And that's not okay. So I had to leave her a letter discussing it because she just went off and left right away after work because she had something to do for her kids, which fine. But that meant I couldn't talk with her directly. So I had to write a letter to her, and I stapled it to my timesheet, and I said, please read this letter. So we'll see what happens. If she decides to fire me, I could have a potential lawsuit on my hands. I already looked around for other jobs at other dragon doctors' offices, and there are jobs available in my area. So I could probably get a job pretty easily, especially with my experience. But, you know, and I explained to her, you know, you want to dock my pay when you already reduced my hours last year, and I'm struggling to make ends meet. So if you want to dock my pay more, realistically, I can't do that. I need to pay my bills. So we'll see what happens. You know, it's a gamble. But, you know, legally, if she tries to dock my pay for eating my lunch while I'm working, because she has me running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I get hungry early because I'm running around like crazy all the time. You know, I have legal standing, and if she, you know, I also have patients who have witnessed her yelling at me unfairly and inappropriately. So, you know, I would like to keep my job, but if I need to get a new job, I'll get a new job. I'm not going to put up with, you know, my boss, you know, illegally docking my pay. That's not okay. So, you know, I hope this will help people learn to, you know, maybe I can encourage you guys to speak up for yourselves. You know, as long as we have laws in place that protect us as workers, we're good to go. So, yeah. So just a reminder, if your boss is mistreating you, there are laws out there that can help protect you as an employee, and it can help protect your employment. So remember that, please. Whatever country you live in, find out what the laws are to protect you, because it's important to know that. Okay. So I'm gonna log in. It's probably wait, there isn't a queue? That's amazing. There's no queue. Holy macanoli. Oh, no, there is a queue. There is a queue of 12 people. Okay. So, yeah. Part of the reason why I know about this law is I used to work in human resources. So I had to know it. And when I first started that job, one of the things I was told is You know, if you want to get paid for your lunch, you got to eat your lunch at your desk and you have to be working. So that's what I did. I ate my lunch at my desk and worked. So, you know, and they had to pay me for it. So know your rights. Know your workers' rights, people. Okay. No. All right. Let's see. Levies of Swift Perch. Okay, there's a bunch of recommended jobs. Okay, so... Wait, where am I? Okay. Let's get a job, you guys. You lovely peoples. Let's get something done. Is this the job? Yes, I think so. Okay. Tmokri is responsible for assigning guild elves at the Drowning Wrench. At the Drowning Wench, and is offering to give you an introduction to the world of Lev quests. Okay. All right. Greetings, Aspen. Batteron has been most effusive in his praise of your accomplishments. Have you considered putting your abilities to use for the Adventurers Guild by undertaking a guild lev or two? Guild levs are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft levs that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft levs that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term lev quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest that you make your way to Swift Perch and speak with... Okay, Final Fantasy, you are pulling my freaking leg right now. That's not a name. How is this? SWYGSKYF. A name. Swigskiff. Swigskyfe? I don't know. Is that even... I don't know. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first love quest. Okay, so Swift Perch. Let's go. You know what? Hey, you guys, give me a sec. I have to check something. I'll be right back. I am so sorry. And I am back. Alright. I did not mean to be gone that long. Okay, so who am I supposed to go? Oh. That dude. Can I just call him Skiff? Wait. This guy's funny. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Greetings, lass. My name's Swigskiff, and I'm in charge of assigning local live quests here at Swift Perch. Okay. Tomokri sent you away, did she? Well then, let's get you started. Right after we see if you've got the brass to overcome the challenges you're likely to encounter around these parts. Take a look over the task outlined in this guild lev. You reckon you can handle it? Megalo crabs are eating all the fish in my hole. And Wawalago has the nerve to chide me over not meeting my daily quota. Okay. Well, I'll show him. I'll use the money he hides behind the giant stuffed Bookwyrm salmon hanging in his office to hire an adventurer to slay all the crabs for me. Whoever accepts this task must be forewarned. The megalo crabs will run for help when injured. Be properly prepared to make chase. Okay. I have a time limit. Okay. Alright, let's go. Good to hear. Now, megalo crabs, they run off to their mates when they're feeling overmatched. If you don't want to find yourself armpits deep in snippers, yeah, then you'd best finish them quickly. Open your journal under duty in the main menu and begin the selected love quest by pressing the initiate button. Okay, journal. Okay, when a megalo crab feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. If it reaches a certain distance, then another megalo crab will appear. The love quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing creature before it is joined by more of its kind. Okay. So first, let's go this way. However I get out of here. And there we go. Okay. Duty. Oh, wait, hang on. To initiate a love quest, first open the journal via the duty section of the main menu. Blah, 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 blah. Clicking on the map button will show the approximate location of the love quest objectives. Though you can initiate a love quest at any time while in the corresponding area, it is recommended you wait until you are close to the objectives before doing so. This will increase your chances of becoming eligible for completion bonuses. Once you have arrived, open the journal, select the love quest, and click the initiate button to begin. Okay, open the journal. Select the love quest. Click on the initiate button. Journal. And click the initiate button. Oh, here. I see. Interesting. Okay. So let's see where these crabbling wings, those crabblings, because I'm not seeing any crabs. Oh, let me do this. Where are the crabs? Because it says they're in this area, right? Or am I wrong? Journal. Oh, okay, wait. Map. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, your home planet is set to an Etherite. Okay. Aha. Alright. Okay. That was easy. Return, yes. That was it. Am I too powerful? Okay. You seem to have had little trouble, lass. Here's the reward for your efforts. Okay. Complete. Alright. There's always plenty to do here at Swift Perch, what with all the rebuilding and such, be sure to make yourself useful. Complete. Okay. Simply the Hest. City-state Levs unlocked. So, wait, where... Is he simply the Hest? Let's go back. I want to go back to, Alright, here, let's see. When all Love Quest objectives have been completed, you will be given the option to return immediately. To return immediately to the issuing Love Meet to collect your reward. Okay. Once you've initiated the Love Quest, the location of your quest objectives will be displayed in the minimap. Love Quest targets can also be identified by the distinguishing icon displayed above their names. During a Love Quest, I wish it was Love Quest, the duty list is replaced with information regarding quest objectives, Lev difficulty, time remaining, and more. Rewards are only granted to those who complete all the objectives listed within the time allotted. When you initiate a Love Quest, you will be given the opportunity to adjust its difficulty. The greater the difficulty setting, the higher the level target enemies will be. Difficulty also affects completion rewards. Love Quest difficulty can be lowered at any time during the course of the duty by selecting the quest name in the duty list and selecting difficulty. Please note that Love Quest difficulty cannot be raised once the duty has been initiated. Okay, speaking with a local distributor of Guild Levs, known as a Levmet, will bring up a list of available Love Quests. Highlight a quest to display its objectives and select Accept to add the quest to your journal. Okay. Lev allowances are required to accept Lev quests. You will be granted free Lev allowances every 12 hours, up to a maximum of 100. You may accept as many as 16 Lev quests as once. I don't think I want that many Lev quests. Alright. Alright, Swig Skiff. What do we have left? A guild heist. By the by, a sturdy venturer like yourself might want to look into guild heists. Have a word with Battle Warden Teroro, and she'll give you the details. Don't you fret now, lass. I'll set her straight if she has any doubts as to your ability. Okay. And where is this said person behind me? Over there. Teroro! Oh my gosh, look at this cute little person here. I love her outfit. She's so cute. Word travels swiftly, or quick, blah, 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 blah. Word travels quickly in Swift Perch. Here to learn about guild heists, are we? What's a guild hest? Why, it's a behest issued by the Adventurers Guild. Savvy? When a certain task brought to the attention of the guild is a little too grand for a lev, but not grand enough for grand company involvement, they're deemed guild hests and sent to yours truly. But don't let that lack of grandeur fool you. The tasks are anything but simple. They must take place in tight quarters and all require precision teamwork twixt you and your battle mates. And so what do you get in return for placing your neck on the lopping block? Besides a beam and grin from Battle Warden Tororo Tiro? Fame, fortune, the usual. So I presume you'll be joining our next operation? Yeah, sure. Do I want medicine? Potion or ether? I'll get ether. Guild Hess now available. Okay, Tororo. Let us converse. Battle War when blah, blah, blah. You see, this is what happens when I'm tired. I've been really tired. I just can't speak. Battle Warden Tororo Tiro at your service, or should I say, you'll be at my service if you agree to join one of our guild hests. Here, let's... Guild hests are special operations organized by adventurers guilds and overseen by NPCs known as Battle Wardens. Speaking with the Battle Warden displays a list of all guild hests currently available. Please note, however, that each operation has conditions such as level or class and must be met by all party members before the duty can be commenced. Aha, so this is for groups. At first you may find that only a limited number of guild hests are accessible, but do not worry. As you progress in level, that number will grow. Guild hests can also be accessed via the duty finder, removing the hassle of having to try and gather a party. I'm not going to do a guild hest because I don't have... I'm playing as a loner right now. Alright, so I am going to go back to... I want to go back to, where do I want to go? Donde está? I want to go back to, where is, blah, blah, blah. Let me think for a sec. Austerities of wind. Okay. Dracaena. I can go to speak with Minfilia. Let's go speak with Minfilia. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Let's just go. Okay. I have my eye on each and every one of this. What? Okay, dude. That was interesting. Alain. Okay. Willie Stargazer. Ta-ta-doo! Ta-ta-doo! Okay. Yes. They're all just hanging out here. Okay, cool. This is weirding me out, dude. This is weirding me out. Enter the solar, yes. I must speak to Minfilia of the questionable taste in clothing. What? The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. Cool. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history. 5 years ago, to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. I think my R was a little too American there. A great sacrifice we have delivered Erzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. Okay. Flying? You can now fly while mounted in Lanaska, Finland, and Black Shroud, Corthos, Central Highlands, and Mordona. I can fly? Simply jump while mounted. Okay. Alright, flying mounts. You have gained the ability to take flight, summon forth a flying mount, and try jumping to take off. Flying consists of 3 basic maneuvers: advancing, ascending, descending. Okay. I think. Alright, Minfilia, tell me what's up. The price of principles. She appears to be lost in thought. Okay. Aspen, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Aspen. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports, has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the gods that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Hello. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Baelsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, We are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it is with the goal of serving Erzea, not the interests of individual Erzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldician colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma might not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Alright, so speak with all the friends. Conversing with all the friends. Yes. Alright, where is everybody? Okay, so Ishtola is wait. That's behind me. That's in front of me. Oh. I need to go here. And then I need to go this way. Slav Swiss. Oh my god. What are these names? What are these names? Okay, so Ishtola. Recall you the meeting of the Admiral shortly after the Lominsons sent word of the summoning of Titan. And then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merlwyb that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Lominsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Yeah, not a good idea. Fan cred. There we go. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, how weird is that? I'm sorry, I just found a weird blister on my toe. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Yet theirs is one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Aspen. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Papa Limo. Too far away. Okay, Papa Limo. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ulda now, and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Like, oh my god. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papa Limo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Okay. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst with the other resteth ever on their hilt. Interesting. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's machinations. Oops. Doubt not that they shall return stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortune so finite. Alright, where's Ophanod? Okay. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I, too, have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Aspen. Ophanod, Aspen, is Artemis? You desired counsel, so you shall have it. Menphilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ulda. We must do what? So long as we remain within Uldan territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vespa Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vespa Bay still lacks an Aetheryte? They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Limsa Luminsa? Mordona! Okay, Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ulda is our home, Alphanod. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphanod. I am sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. There's trouble in the ranks. Okay, Darklight Band offending. Darklight Band of maiming. Darklight Band of striking. Goldsmith, Goldsmith, Goldsmith. Just 'cause it's blue. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Okay, Minfilia, what's up? What's up, girly girl? Moving on. Once again, Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Leave Ulda? Has it truly come to this? Oh, Aspen. Pray attend Alphanod. He is engaged in some business or other that requires your assistance. And pray be on your way. Alphanod waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Okay, speak with Alphanod. I keep getting these kinds of quests. Yes, leave the solar. Leave the solar? Why, yes, I shall. Okay, Alphanod. Donde está? He just casually hangs out in the hallway. Confound it. She knows what must be done, yet still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Fulhaumen was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ulda. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Erzea, not to mention a certain Charlayan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth. But as Wilhelm's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Wilhelm is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Ulid, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for La Nosca at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gegeruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Interesting. Costa del Sol. Yes. Eastern La Nosca. Goodness, have I been... I must have been here before. Here, wait, let me... No. Okay. Oh, yes, I know where we are. Oh, wait, I haven't checked. I'm sure I do not have any mail of any sort. I've been away from the game for a few weeks. No new letters for you today, Kupo. Of course not. Oh, the Wells Fargo train is coming down the street. I hope there's something special there for me. Oh, it's Wastekate. Where are you? Oh, there's Ophanod. Gigaruju. Oh, sweet sirens of the sand. My Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? To Titan's Bane, I mean, Aspen, what brings you to my humble resort? Flahaman? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ulda? Egad's woman. If I had known that, I'd have changed her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame, to think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff of the West, or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Gigaruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Wineport. Okay. Have I been there before? Yes. Okay. Wait a moment. In the buildings? Aha, Burglant. I think I remember this fella. Well, if it isn't Aspen, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Okay. Oh, no more info here. So, she has a very strong perfume. No entry. No entry. Up here? Ah, okay. This way. Bar. Eh? You want to know if you've seen a Mikote lass by the name of Flahaman? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Excepting yourself, of course. Shamani Lumani. Okay. And that way. Shamani Lumani. Ah, yes, this little friend here. Hi, friend. I see you've had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Aspen. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Search for Flahaman. Okay. And where are we in? Okay. Have to head south. Pratchett the Chocobo! Let's go this way. What is that? That's interesting. Ooh, I can fly! Woo! Okay. so I'm right outside this place. Okay, search for Flamen. Oh, there's lots of flowers. Oh, wait a moment. Ah, there she is. Something's wrong. Dodge. There we go. I am in your debt, stranger. I do not realize my activities had aroused the Gobu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I Flahaman, I don't... Who are you? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Ulda, I presume? Minfilia, or should I say, Ascilia, is looking for you. Ascilia? You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best of intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of La Nausea side, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers to use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? A wine port, say? Okay. Let's go to Wineport. Oh, there's Elfenod and Filet mignon. And this is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Bands of aiming, healing. Let's do healing. Complete. Could I do... Okay, hang on. Let's see. Recommended gear. Okay. Alright. Okay. Flamen has made her peace and is ready to reunite with her adopted daughter. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I've kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the walking sands. The walking sands and the waking sands. And I'm back here. Alright. Let's go this way. Look at us, we're reuniting families. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamin? Esquilia. Aww. I haven't seen her like this in years, Aspen. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but I kept you away for so long. The Imperials came for me as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way than to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Esquilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Perfume? Celsetia perfume. You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I would find you again, just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Aspen, however. I could not have made it without her. Thank you, Aspen. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ulda. The accident, which claimed his life, happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there, I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Ascilia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I have failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Ascilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ulda. Lamin. You built it once, Ascilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphanod, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vespa Bay. Look at that. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldascion. Preparations begin at once. Dark Light Choker of Maiming. Choker of Striking. Let's get the... Here. Let's get hold of that. Out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna play for a little bit longer. It's 9:20. Yeah. Hang on a sec. I want to check something. I'm just gonna check something real quick. Okay, yes. Yes. Okay, alright. I shall continue laying the foundation. Alright, Minfilia would share with you the latest news on the Scion's imminent relocation. Let's go, let's go. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, the construction is still ongoing, and resources in short supply. It seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. Really, Alphanod, if I need concern myself with anything, it surely matters such as these. It is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll? Oh, the fancy! Look how fancy they are! It is an honor antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alfinod, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome the organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Aspen, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Slathborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. They really did a bad job on the Foley for the carpet. That is not what carpet sounds like. It's too squishy. Well, well. It would seem your reputation precedes you, Aspen. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have travelled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us. And for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Studying. Mayhaps. Ah, Aspen. Were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alfinod has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. Just a series of cut screens. Or cut scenes, rather. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Yay! Like, oh my god! A bittersweet victory, truth be told. I cannot deny that I'd come to look forward to Tatteru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. Oh, I forgot I wasn't doing a British accent for her. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. And that wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raban included. Moreover, I've decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy, and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst-kept secret in Erzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 of them. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Erzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us, we who have felled primals and faced down the Empire? To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this: prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they may be great indeed. Great. I say yet no greater than us. And we will rise to them as we have time and again, united as one. Yay! Tataru. There must be some way I can... Oh, wait. That area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Philahaman to teach me the basics of mining, too. She's so cute. Okay. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphanot, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slathborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Aspen. Okay. I'm gonna stop there because I am very tired, and because we're getting into allergy season, my throat's actually getting really tired too. So I am gonna close out for tonight, and we'll pick up again on Sunday. Exit game. Okay. So I do happen to know... Oops. No. Okay. So I did not mean to clip that. Why did I do that? Okay, I know I have 2 people, of course, I prioritize for rating, and that's Ocha and Panda. Ocha's doing a collab tonight, and Ocha hasn't been streaming much lately, so I think we need to give Ocha a little support, because he's been struggling a little bit. So let's go. Ocha is doing some repo. And let's go be supportive and say hi. So I will be back on Sunday. I can't remember. Oh, I'm going to be doing XIV on Sunday. So I'm going to click the raid button. Okay. And I hope everybody has a good Friday night. And I am going to do my best to get some rest, because I need it so bad. So bye, everybody. Have a good night. Be nice to Ocha. Bye.